Okay guys, tonight we're going to be finishing up the turn signals on the Ranger, and I've thought about it, figuring out what would be the best place for some turn signals, and what I'm going to do is right here. See this open space right there? I'm going to put some lights in there. Now I can't really do that with open space, so what I need to do is I need to make something that's going to go in that space so I can put some lights on it. So what I've come up with is I made a pattern here out of some heavier paper. I just stuck it up there, drew it out, and then I went a little bigger so I have something that won't fall through the hole. So I transferred that onto some steel, and this is what I've got. This is the driver's side. Flip it around, you got the passenger side pattern. So pretty easy there. And these are my steel inserts that are going to be going in there. Now you're probably wondering, how am I going to hold them inserts in there? Okay guys, so you can see on the back side of this hole in the bumper area, there are deals right there, and right there to actually bolt something on there. Now I'm not sure if Polaris has a turn signal kit for another country, or they have some fog lights they're going to come out with, or some type of light they're going to come out with for that front end or whatever, but there are little mounting tabs right there. So that's what I'm going to go to. I got to make my own little tabs to get my inserts to work, and it's going to take a little bit of fabrication. But that's my plan. I'm going to figure out some tabs to hold these on. And once I do that, I'll show you guys what I come up with. Okay guys, so doing some fabrication here. Making these little tabs to hold the deal in the bumper there. You can see what I've got going on. I'm kind of bending them, and I'm going to tack them on there. Then we'll pull it out and we'll weld them up. But that's how I'm going to do it. You can see the screws. You got screws in there holding those tabs on, so I think that'll work out. I'm going to tack these up and start working on the other side. Okay guys, so here's the finished piece here, and got my tabs welded on there, and I did melt a little bit of my plastic there on the grill. I got a little too close to the edge. I wasn't figuring to have these mounts so close to the edge, but that's where they went, and I have to be a little more careful on the other side. Or maybe tack them off the machine. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. I got this pattern now. I can make my tabs, and it should be a little easier. So I'm going to get the other side done. Okay guys, so I got them both finished up. You can see they're installed. So the plan is put some amber LED lights in those inserts that I just made, and I'll show you what I'm thinking. Okay guys, so what I've got here are these little they're little LED lights. They got a grommet. They're designed to go in a 3/4 inch hole, I believe. I have not actually installed any of these lights, so I believe a 3/4 inch hole is what they need. But I'm thinking 2 or 3 of these on that insert. And these are from Parts AM. I got a whole box of them here, so I got enough to do whatever I want. I'll have a link, guys, in the description of this video where you can get a set of these. These are smoked, and the reason I got the smoked ones was to hide these so they're not really noticeable. The insert will be black, so will the lights, and then when I turn them on, that's when you're going to see them. So you're not really going to see them at all until they're on. So I'm thinking 2 or 3 of them in there. 3 might look nice. We'll see. I'm going to figure it out, guys, and then I'll show you what's going on. Okay guys, so I've decided to go with 3 lights in here. I think that's going to look the best. And I've kind of drawn out a deal where I want them, and where the X's are, where the lines cross, that's where I'm going to put a light. Now, when you're doing precision work and you want something to be exact, guys, you got to do a center punch, okay? You got to do a center punch where you want your holes, and then you got to start out with a small drill bit. You want to get your first hole centered, because if you screw it up there, if you try to go with a big bit and you wander a little bit and your lights are crooked, you're going to kick yourself for not taking the time. So if you want stuff lined up, you got to take your time and you got to do extra work. So I'm going to drill these out. I'm going to do really small drill bits, guys, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer this to the other one before I drill my hole any bigger, because the other one is exact copy. Little tip on making copies: clamp your pieces together and then drill the holes out. Then you know the holes are going to be the same on both pieces. Okay guys, so there we go. Got them drilled out. Now I'm going to test fit the lights here, and then we'll test fit it again on the machine. Okay guys, I'm test fitting these lights, and I've actually got a little bit of an issue here. The lights are not quite tight. You see there's a little bit of slop in them. Not a big deal. I'll just run some silicone in there on them grommets, and we'll be good. I did use a hole saw to drill them holes out. It might have been better using something like this, like a step bit. And I stuck this in the hole, and this does make just this tiny bit smaller hole. This step bit, this is 1/4 inch to 3/4. So I probably would have been better off using something like this. It would have made a little smaller hole. But like I said, no big deal. Run some silicone on the grommet and we'll be good. So I'm gonna get this test fitted on the machine. Well, there she is, guys. Installed. I think that's gonna be pretty cool once she's all painted. Gotta pull it apart. We'll get her painted. I might use the bed liner, same stuff I used on the bars. I'm not sure if I got any of that, but I'm gonna get her painted here, and I'll be back to get these things hooked up. Okay, guys, so I'm wiring up my deals here. You see I got some silicone on the back of them. There's my 3 lights. I've got it painted with the duplicolor bed armor. That's all I had, so I had to use that. And you can see I've connected them all, 3 of them, and I found these little trailer plugs with the 2 prongs, with the 2 deals. So that's what I've done. I got this one here, and then I've wired in. Wired them into the machine here. Each side on the front has a, right and a left here, so each side's got a plug in. So if I got to take these out, all I got to do is unscrew them and unplug them and take them out. So I'm going to get them mounted up here. Got to find some screws. I just used some temporary screws to hold it in there when I was making it, but I gotta find some better screws that will bite into that plastic and really hold it solid. Well, there's the finished product, guys. You don't really notice them, but let's turn them on. Okay, let's try them out. So that's going to do it, guys, for the turn signals on this thing. I'm going to feel a lot safer with the turn signals when I do go on the road, being able to let people know exactly what I'm doing. So I think it turned out pretty good, guys. I'm happy with it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.